When you're sounding on Koyasan, you will find who you are. When you're sounding on Koyasan, you will find Kukai in your soul. Free and easy, Koya. 色即是空即是色空海 in your soul.
Hello, Jonas. This is Vandy speaking.
Hello.
Please introduce yourself.
Sure thing. My name is Jonas Wisner. I am from Los Angeles, California, and I've been working in Koyasan as the coordinator for international relations for around a year or so now. So I'm currently in my second year.
Why did you start working on Koyasan?
So I came here as part of the JET program. It's the Japan Exchange Teaching Program. And normally people come to Japan as assistant language instructors for English. However, there's a small percentage that come as coordinator for international relations, CIRs. And we do jobs ranging from PR for small localized governments, in this case Koyasan, information for foreign tourists, translating and interpreting. So that's why I'm here.
So, when you first time came to Koyasan, how did you feel it?
First time I came to, well, before coming to Koyasan, when I first heard about Koyasan, I had never heard of it before.
Oh, really?
Yes. So because when you apply to the JET program, it's random. So when I was told Koyasan, I had to look it up online, and I was surprised. When I finally got here, my first impression was just, wow, there's still places that are like this. Back where I'm from, there's no really small, closed, tight-knit towns with such deep history like Koyasan has. So I was really surprised, and it's been a really cool experience so far.
How do you think about the Buddhist culture in Japan about Koyasan? So how do you feel?
It's pretty interesting. Admittedly, before coming to Koyasan, I didn't know anything about Buddhism. And so to find out that I was coming to the place where Buddhism arguably has some of the deepest history with the Shingon esoteric sect that Kobodaishi founded, suddenly there's all this history that I had to learn. And it's really interesting to see how closely related it is to maybe other religions. And it's really cool.
Okay, so you take many pictures. So
yes, yeah. Part of my job is we run a Koyasan Instagram, so I take a lot of photos to post to show to people all over the world.
So could you describe the pictures?
Yeah, for sure. If you want to bring up,
Please describe.
oh, okay. So this photo, this was last year, probably around January or February. We got quite a decent amount of snow, and for me that was amazing because back in California we don't get snow. So this is my first time seeing snow in my life. Yeah. So for me, like the two coolest things, because I came last year in August. So after August, we get to the leaves changing color. We get to Koyo season. And then after Koyo season, the leaves kind of fall, and then there's a little bit, and then snow comes in.
Yeah.
So California, we don't have any of that.
Yeah.
It's the same, it's like summer all year round. So to experience Koyo and then to go into snow like this was amazing. So I wanted to take this picture because you have the Konpon Daito, which is a big structure in the background, just like this brilliant, vibrant red across this like sea of white, and I thought it was a really cool picture.
Very first time in snow.
Yes, very first time in snow.
Champion?
Okay, so this one and the next picture are from the same event. This happens, if I remember correctly, in I think September. And so what this is called is the Sun Noin Rise. And this is a special sort of ceremony. It only happens once a year. And the Buddhist monks gather at this hall in the Danjoguran area, which is normally closed off. You can't see inside. So this is probably maybe one of like 2 or 3 times during the year that you can actually see inside, and you can see the Buddhist monks going through a ceremony. So just that alone, I wanted to get some pictures because the inside of this building is kept really well. Like the outside of the building, it has its like aged look. It still looks really nice, but when you look inside, it looks very well kept, and that was what was most striking to me. And then also in this picture, and then if you go to the next picture, there's like this big like futon that one of the head monks sits on for the ceremony. And I unfortunately can't say exactly why they sit on it, but this ceremony specifically starts in the evening and goes all the way to the next morning. So it's like a whole 10 hours or so that they're constantly praying.
Mysterious and beautiful.
Yeah, so this is the same event. You can see it's kind of raised, but that's like a giant futon that that the head monk is sitting on. And when I saw that, it was pretty surprising because I wasn't expecting it. So I wanted to get a picture of that because you can't really see this throughout the year. It's only one time. So.
Next round.
Okay, so this one, and then the picture after this one as well. They're the same thing. This is placed in Okanoin Cemetery during the Obon period. And so what this is called, if I remember correctly, it's called the Segaki Dai.
Segaki Dai.
Segaki Dai, yes. And so what this is that for Obon, as you know, generally people welcome back their ancestors from the afterlife. So what this is for is that this is for people, this is for families, for people that have passed away that don't have a family to come back to. So this is for anybody who wants to pray for someone that doesn't have a place to return to. They go to this, and then there's like a special like ritual that they go through. So I thought it was pretty interesting. Yeah, so this is the same thing. So you can see there's like a big bowl of, there's like on the right side there's like the black bowl, and then in front of it there's like this mallet that you hit on it and it makes like a chime. And then yeah, so people like hit the chime, and then I forget what else they do, but I thought it was pretty interesting. I've never seen something like this before, with like the different sort of like ornaments like placed around. So I wanted to get a picture of it. Since it's only placed, I think it's placed for a couple days. It's placed throughout the whole Obon period, but once Obon is over, they take it away. So you can only see it once a year. Okay, so this one, this picture is part of a couple of other pictures I took as well. But this one specifically, if I remember correctly, this is from what's called the Kangakue.
Kangakue.
Kangakue. And so the Kangakue is held on September 24th in the morning. And so this is a special ceremony where the Buddhist monks sort of like rank up in their like training level. So it's sort of like a mini graduation of sorts. So they're going to the next level of their studies, and so they start at this temple, and then they go all the way through the Danjo Godan, and they pray at each of the different buildings in the Danjo Godan. So if you go to the next picture, yeah, I really like this picture. This picture is when there's the near the Danjo Godan, there's these bridges that cross a lake, or like a mini like pond. And so they crossed over the bridges and walked up towards the Chumon, which is the entryway into Danjo Godan. And so I got this really nice shot of them from behind, because this garment that they wear, I think they only wear for this ceremony. So you can't see these clothes at another time during the year. So this is the only time they wear them. Okay, and then this is, they're going around to all of the building, or all of the sections of the Danjo Godan. So this is, there's the Shinto shrine in the far end of the Danjo Godan area. And so I got a picture of them praying in front of that. So I thought that was really nice as well. And then this is the last one I took from the same day. They were all lined up, and I thought it was a really good shot because this building is really big, and you can really get a sense of scale when they stand in front of it. So I really like that picture as well. Okay, so then this one. This one, I can't remember exactly when it is, but this is from an event called the Shigo Hosan-e.
Shigo Hosan.
And this one and the other pictures along with it, if I remember correctly, this is from a series of days where the monks go to Okanoin and they pray as part of a special ceremony. And so I really like this kind of picture. You can see it through other ceremonies that they do as well, but they start at the temple off to the side. You can't see it in this picture, but they start there and then they go in succession to the Gobyo Mausoleum, to Kobodaishi's Gobyo Mausoleum. And they go in succession in a line. And I think it's really cool just because it's so organized, and it's seeing the different garments that they wear kind of symbolize the different rank in Buddhist monk is it's really cool. Yeah, so you can see they're kind of going in a line, and you can see there's like different, you know, some people are wearing orange, some people are wearing what looks like gold.
Is that the color is a ranking?
The color, if I remember correctly, signifies like different ranks in level. So like the highest rank monk will have like this really elaborate sort of like mix of like orange and like purple almost, and he has like all this elaborate garments that he's wearing. Whereas the people that aren't as high in rank, they'll maybe wear like a simple, like maybe like a simple like orange over it. So I think that's pretty interesting to symbolize the different ranks. This was the last photo because when you cross this bridge, this is technically sacred grounds, so you can't take photos past the bridge. Because once you cross the bridge, you're entering sort of the holy domain of Kobodaishi Kukai. So this is as far as you can take photos, and I really like this photo just because of the aesthetic between the bridge and then the trees, and then the green sort of contrasting the orange in their garments. And I thought it was a really cool picture because it's kind of, you know, it's kind of like the last moment that you can capture on film before they go into that like sacred holy ground. And then, you know, from there you follow them into the Gobyo Mausoleum. They do their ceremony that lasts around an hour or so. So it's very cool.
You're working on a special place.
Yes, definitely a special place. Unfortunately, you know, I'm still learning about everything in Koyasan, so I can't give the best explanation, but that just kind of goes to show how deep the history is of Koyasan. You know, even after being here for a year or a year and a half, like I'm still learning something every day, and there's so much deep history in it that no matter how long I'm here, something will always surprise me.
Learning is the fun, and
Yeah, yes.
your face is looking like very happy.
Yes, definitely. Learning is definitely the best part of it, just because it's never boring. There's always something new that's going on. So it's a lot of fun.
Please send a message to the people of living in outside Japan, please.
Yes, I mean, obviously this is a tough time now because of when things finally open up and a vaccine is out there. For people wanting to come to Japan and for people that want to experience something that isn't the norm, if you will, lots of people go to Tokyo, Osaka, and while those are great places, there are so many places outside of big cities like Koyasan that have such a alluring aspect because they're so secluded, and because of that they feel sort of like the real Japan in that regard. Places that still have like the architecture that is still reminiscent of how it used to be, and it's just there's something for everyone. That coming to Koyasan, you won't be disappointed. There's something for everyone, and definitely once, twice, come as many times as you can, because I know each time, just with the different temples, you can stay at a new place every time, and that alone is going to give you a different experience every time. So definitely come on down when things are opened up.
Okay, so thank you, Jonas. It's nice talking to you.
Yes, of
Thank
course.
you.
Nice to talk to you too.
Thank you very much.